Welcome back to Dragon's
Seems these
Dogma.
rooms are frequented by peddlers and the like.
Don't interrupt me, Lady LaDonna. Come on, man. I'm trying to talk here. Welcome back to an episode of Dragon's Dogma Showcase. That's what I've decided to call this, Dragon's Dogma
Seems a fair
Showcase.
place to rest.
Okay, Keto. Now, I call it Dragon's Dogma Showcase not because of my skills, because my skills are shit. I'm calling it Dragon's Dogma Showcase so you can see how the pawns work, see all the different areas. Now, as you can see here, it's pretty dark out here. I'm playing the game at a point in time of the game near the end where the world is pretty much gone to shit. This is when it's the most dangerous, and this is actually my favorite time in this in the game, in this outer world, because it becomes more challenging again. There's actual stuff that could possibly kill you. And
Hello.
hey, Marthina, long time no see.
No one knows what tomorrow may bring.
And it's somewhat dangerous. Now, down in this well, it's not going to be too dangerous. This is kind of like a starter dungeon, and it doesn't change enough at this point at the end of the game to really be dangerous. So this is just kind of dungeon to kind of wet our whistle. As you can see, I gave them all
I'll take that.
I gave them all lanterns, so they have those to use. Got my own lantern here. Got an elite lantern. And these guys are trained enough to basically start looting stuff themselves.
I'll take that.
Now, as typical fashion of mine, when I have the opportunity, I'm actually going to walk in most of these places.
Such narrow halls in suit combat.
Now, if you didn't know, you can actually take a cloth here and use that to clean your lantern off. So I'll grab some more oil just in case here. Now, what I want you to keep in mind is how my party works together and how they use their inclinations. As you can see, since I'm walking and not running like most people do when they play these games, Lady LaDonna and Keto actually stay out in front of me. That's the pioneer inclination and the scather inclination doing their job. This is the way the developers intended those inclinations to work. These guys are actually supposed to stay in front of you and scout for you. That's where my tank is supposed to be, in front of me. And that's where my scout's supposed to be.
What's this? I hear running water from the right.
Now, as you see, he stood up straight there. That kind of shows you that some of the danger that he saw is kind of gone now. If you don't run too fast, you see now. See how he took a posture. See how Lady LaDonna took her posture. There's something else out here. I didn't get all the rats. All right, see. I don't want this to be a total instructional thing here. Just want to kind of explain stuff as I'm going along. These inclinations, they really do make a difference, though, and how these pawns behave.
This bridge is too far decayed to use. The water below is shallow enough to ford.
What's that? What's this?
Treasure, perhaps?
See, Keto's out there just picking up shit. That's exactly what I want him to do. Snake up there.
Yes.
This looks interesting.
If you feel the foe is beyond our means, there is no point in fleeing.
There's stuff hidden around all over the place in these caverns and stuff. See a potion over here. Take your time when you look around. You find a lot of different stuff in these in this game. There's a treasure that Keto opened up.
This looks interesting.
This looks interesting.
You can hotkey items in the inventory. That's what I did there when I used that cloth.
Now dispel the ailment.
You can see that they kind of use some of their stuff sometimes. She just dispelled her drench status.
Let's have a look.
Keto, of course, he's scouting, looting, doing what he does. And the cool thing is they'll often find stuff that you might miss.
We'll have to jump our way across.
You can see I'm getting tore up by these bats. That's hard mode. That's hard mode. I've got some in-game armor, but it's not the best in-game armor. As you can see, these bats still can chew me up, so.
This looks interesting.
Like I said, notice how they stay in front of me.
Animal horns. Seems it's been dead for some time.
See, one of them tried to chew on him. Chew on Keto. Keto took care of him.
This looks interesting.
What's this?
Keto beat me to it. Was trying to pick that up. hear a rat somewhere.
I'll take that.
What's that?
You'd best take care not to meet the same end. What's this?
I'll take that.
If we're
See?
to proceed, we've no choice but to jump.
Arwen stays back here with me, like a wizard's supposed to. Not standing out there in front like a fucking scather. Like you see some people picking for their fucking wizards. So that they get fucking attacked first. Because if that's the first person the fucking enemies see. You see, now Keto's already engaged him, see? Arwen's casting spells already.
I'll take down the most troublesome of them. Keep the lantern dry!
Your ills are cured.
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
So to the bone! Wait for an opening. You shall not cast!
Alter after they strike.
Shall not cast, sir.
They're left exposed after a grand strike. There's no way you could have lost to that.
Did it!
Did it.
What's this?
Man, you see I barely had to do anything.
I'll take that.
Pawn's handling shit, see?
What's that? So to the bone!
You can see there. See now the AI is kind of fucked up out here too. If they hit those waterfall things, they'll like use up all their fucking cloths in like one go sometimes. So the AI is not perfect. Down here, you probably want to take their cloths away from them, so they don't just waste them all sometimes.
Being drenched!
Because they'll just keep using them all up. Running into shit.
Oh, it was gone.
Now, while they're actually standing in water, they won't use their cloths. So they're smart enough not to do that. Now I know what's coming up here, so I'm gonna have Arwen buff me.
I'm on my way.
She'll buff everybody one by one. If you command her to. Alright, we're ready. There's some terrible shit coming up here.
Be ready. Comes. Drenched!
Pick up the goodies. As you can see, the AI is not perfect, but it's effective enough.
Your ills are cured. This looks interesting. Pausing from above ground.
That was effective!
Did it!
Strength in numbers.
Holy light inside.
I like how you can just destroy some of the stuff in an environment. Bones and shit.
Fairly worth the effort.
Holy magic!
Take care, you are soaked in water.
So he used up like 50 of them fucking right there. See that? He's probably all out of fucking cloths now. Now, I've actually had them drown over here before because they don't know to fucking step back. I've had them get taken by the brine. You gotta push the button every time they gather. So I'm sure they'll change that in Dragon's Dogma 2. So then you just hold the button down to gather repeatedly. Check the lantern. It's looking all right. So I'll have to give Keto some more cloths when I get a chance, because I'm sure he used his all up. You see my character's kind of tall, so she can walk through this stuff without it. Walk through the water sometimes without it affecting the lamp. I had to make my character bigger than I wanted to, really, because I needed her to be able to carry stuff. And there's fucking poor. There's some examples of how the AI isn't perfect right there. They all just used up all their fucking claws right there. So like in places like this, you probably want to take their claws away from them. Only hand them to them if they really need them, like a caster coming that's going to use lightning. Or something like that. Otherwise, just let them stay drenched. Because they don't use all their items properly.
What's that?
I'm pretty rusty on my aiming, dude.
This looks interesting.
Fucking don't walk in this shit, bitch.
Let's have a look.
What's this?
I'll take that.
Happens to visit Puritans.
You see, as they got close, they uncovered all those snakes for me.
I'll take that.
This looks interesting.
This looks interesting.
Got some rats in here. Or mice. That room's got random spawns in it. Sometimes there can be people. Sometimes spiders. Sometimes these just little mice.
What's this?
I'll take that.
This looks interesting.
If you feel a foe is beyond our means, there is no shame in fleeing.
Oh man, you guys didn't see that rock sitting there? Come on, guys. Fucking missing shit. Now, when we go outside here, you can see you'll see
What's that?
an example of how nasty this place is. the overworld is. Pretty tame underneath here, but there's some shit outside.
What's that?
Let's see, I put some add some oil in there. And I'm going to give some of the stuff I picked up to Arwen. Since I rely on speed more than she does. Actually, I'm going to keep those. And right back to average. All right, here we go. We're going to head back to the fort, which you guys have not seen yet.
Care to find out where this path leads?
And from there, we're actually going to head back to Cassardus on the path there, so you can see the monsters there. You got some undead sitting down here, chilling.
There, master! The giant undead! They hardly falter at their assault!
Got some succubus.
The road splits here. To be doubly sure which will see us to our destination.
Giant undead! Yeah!
We have triumphed.
What's that?
I'll take that.
Wolf down.
Nature is unbridled here. It is quite a thing. This encampment serves as a fine bulwark against monsters.
What's this?
So as long as you don't walk too fast, they won't break formation.
This looks interesting.
Got a Gore Chimera over there out in the distance.
Quite a breathtaking view from here.
You see Keto Nugget just kind of scouts and picks up everything.
What's that?
what he misses. Lady LaDonna often gets. Now, Lady LaDonna's inclinations that you saw me refresh earlier, the Scather and Mitigator Nexus stuff, it usually lasts for about a session. You know, if I'm playing like all day or something, they'll usually last. I might refresh it once or, you know, usually once in between there somewhere if I'm playing like all day. But it usually lasts a long time, so you don't have to worry about it all the time.
Keep out goblins, I should think.
Just refresh it when you very first start playing. Refresh your pawn's inclinations, and then maybe another time if you're playing for a long time.
Beyond the path to Grand Soren. What's this?
So we'll drop off our stuff here. I usually give all these guys gifts. Most of them I got to the point to where their affinity is pretty high with me.
How's the day find you? Kind of you, sir.
I'm not going to do all that right now. I'll talk to those if people if they're in my way, but I'm not going to go out of my way to talk to them.
Within this tent sits a Dripstone.
Touch a Dripstone, and you can guide a new pawn to this world.
Pick up some of this stuff up in here.
A Riftstone. Strange power emanates from within.
If you would trade rift crystals for goods, you need but ask. Choose as you will, sir.
This is a Rift Crystal Merchant. I bought most of the stuff. Here's where you can get your inclination potions. All right. This is how you keep your pawns tip-top, so their inclinations aren't wandering all over the place. You need some RC for it, which is why you need people to hire your pawn. As you can see, I've got like
I am ever at your service.
3 million 3 million RC. That's for people hiring my pawn. Well, hiring her in the past. I haven't had anybody hire her lately.
If death wants me, it damned well knows where to find me. I've a business, and I'll run it till the earth swallows me up. Have your pick, any you like. Or will it be today?
So, put all this stuff in here. Here's the inventory management part. I want to go ahead and do this and try to get back to what's the last thing I gave her? I'll try to get back to Cassardis before my time is up. May not make it, but we'll see. So when they start finding a bunch of stuff like this, I might clean it up here and there, but a lot of times I just let them kind of keep what they have. They'll throw things sometimes and stuff like that.
What will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like. Come again soon.
All right, let's head on out here.
Within this tent sits a Dripstone.
How's the day find you? Kind of you, sir.
How's the day find you? Kind of you, sir.
Can't really keep track of all these guys, so I just kind of...
Kind of you, sir.
Alright, let's go on out here. We already know there's a Gore Chimera out here somewhere. Along the beach. See if we can take care of him real quick.
Well sturdy, this place.
There's Keto, hard at work.
Let's have a look.
Perhaps we'll find ore among the crags that litter this place.
I wonder what's inside.
The Duke will stand to commission some new roads.
So my characters are all max level. A lot of stuff out here is dangerous. It's probably not going to kill us, but you know, it can kill us, but it probably won't.
Perhaps we'll find ore among the crags that litter this place.
Got some grim gobbies over there. I could snipe his ass, but I'm gonna let you see my guys fight.
Slay their leader, and their morale is lost. To arms. Take aim for their chieftain. There, with the helm. Did it.
You see, perfect strike that. Perfect block that. Strike. Perfect block that. That wolf lunge there. Now she doesn't perfect block everything. She does get caught doing stuff sometimes. But for the most part, she's pretty effective still. Even with her full complement of...
Leave it to us.
Very well.
To arms.
See, Keto took care of him pretty quick. Shut that ass up.
Monsters arisen! Ready yourself!
Leave it to us!
Very well.
Slay their leader, and the morale is
Take aim for that chieftain! There with the hound!
Endeavor to be ever calm.
They grow frenzy!
Their simple prey once hobbled.
Often ends that stone down.
We have triumphed.
Strength in numbers arisen.
Do not let their size deceive you.
Now, Lady LaDonna
If you lose your way, you need but consult your
is not very well geared for being level 200, so I don't really expect her to get very many hires.
They're a threat when we're... They grow frenzied!
strength in numbers.
No way we could have lost that.
What's that?
Not too much left out here now. That Gore Chimera's over there.
Clouds cast shadows fit to hide all manner of evil. Stay ready. This looks interesting.
As far as them staying in front of me, you can see they usually go wherever I turn. They'll run that way.
Let's have a look.
So whatever way you turn the camera, they'll go running that way. You don't have to actually move your character, just turn your character where you want them to go, and they'll go that way.
Do not let their size deceive you.
They grow frenzied!
You can see my character, my pawn usually has no problem perfect blocking most of the time, so don't believe everything you hear. Yeah, there are some skills that mess with fighters. Perfect block, but not every single fucking shield skill that they've got, so.
Who knows what lies in wait? Let's proceed with caution.
What's this?
The one in particular that really messes with them is that fuselage one.
I'll take that.
The one where they just keep stabbing stuff in front of them. That fucks their shield, their perfect block up. Just so happens that that's one of their best damage skills, but if you put that on them, if you put that on your fighter, they'll stop. They'll almost stop perfect blocking. Period.
Plants of all kind grow at the tree's feet like so many verdant children.
All right, let's go take out this.
We share these roads with traveling peddlers, hardmen,
What's that?
Let's go check out this Gore Chimera over here. Now for something like this, I might pull out my rusty bow. Slow it down first. Keto over there. You know, see now it's not perfect him always going out there like that because sometimes it puts him out of position. Now, he's up there looting. I really want him down here so he can get ready for this Gore Chimera.
This looks interesting.
You know, I think it'd be nice if fighters used bricks. Fighters and
Take care of it.
fighters and warriors.
Prowl the shoreline.
Yes, they do, Keto. Yes, they do. That Gore Chimera come running any second now. Hear him.
Slay the lion.
You see, these guys have no problem. These guys have no problem with a Gore Chimera.
This looks interesting.
And they stomped his ass pretty easy. They're not some of the tougher monsters, but you know, if you're with a party of pawns that just are sloppy and don't know what the fuck they're doing,
That.
they'll just stand around while you're getting your ass kicked. But as you can see there, mine, the party I've picked here, they're pretty proactive, and they just destroy shit. So,
We can see monsters
I mean-
from leaves on the open shore. They us in turn. What's that?
the fact that my rusty bow slowed it down helped. But I mean, you can see they kicked his fucking ass.
Treasure, perhaps? It's washed up here. Perhaps it still holds cargo.
We can see monsters.
Can't seem to hit that one. Come on.
And they us in turn.
Need some eggs, yo.
What's that?
Washed up? Perhaps it still holds cargo.
Yeah, the warriors and fighters should have been able to throw some bricks, man. Give them some more ranged options at the cost of weight. I'm trying to be kind of thorough here. I've been through this stuff all before, so I know where everything is. Mr. Treasure chest back here.
We can see monsters from leaves on the open shore. They us in turn. You stay from leaves on the shore. Take care of this. Sea monsters prowl the shoreline.
Go around here so you guys can see this area over here. There's really nothing left to kill, I don't think, but there is this area around here that some people might have missed. It's got some night cry over here. Cape flower. Cape flower is good for trying to build up affinity. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to
Never knows what such forgotten callers
take cloud off and put a lure on. You got a little treasure down there. Some stuff over here, some boxes.
Soaked to the bone.
Nothing in them. There's some money down here. Just chilling. I don't know why.
Seems we can walk beyond the shoreline. Perhaps we'll find aught of use.
Keto Nugget doing some fishing over there.
The view extends for leagues along the shore.
Okay, I'm kind of running out of time here, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Just going to try to make our way back over to the fort, really. There's just a few things hidden over here.
Let's have a look at that rise in the land. Maybe off the harvest. The view extends for leagues along the shore. This looks interesting.
Looks like some hidden treasure chests over there.
Take care.
A secret coin over here. It's always here. You usually get a mace over here and or an iron shield or something.
I've been drenched.
You got iron shields right here. Ebon neck wrap. Another token. Alright. And that's it for this place, pretty much. In the original game, you couldn't buy, let's see, actually, let's go over here.
The view extends for leagues along the shore.
In the original game, you couldn't buy
Maybe hard to harvest.
these airtight containers, I don't think. So they were real good when you found them.
The lay of the land defies conventional travel. Let's climb and leap as we must.
We can likely pass through here.
The shadows crawl with fiends. Stay watchful.
This looks interesting.
What's that?
The shadows crawl with fiends. Stay watchful.
All right, let's get to the fort. Fuck it.
Perhaps we'll find ore among the crags that litter this place. Deep stand permission some new roads.
Well sturdy, this place.
Give you guys a little jiggly boob action. Jiggle wiggle. Jiggle wiggle. All right, and that's this episode of Dragon's Dogma Showcase. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.